everyone, I'm Jasmine, and today I'm going to be filming my intro for the Roulette Pan collab that Rebecca Morgan and Alexi started. This is my first round, but it is overall the 8th round of this collaborative project, so if you've been following other people's channels, this is my first time doing it, and I'm really excited. I love watching these videos that other women do with this collaboration. So I have my list on my computer. It is the newer list. There was an original list of 100 prompts that Rebecca and Alexi came up with, and then I believe starting the last round, people switched over to this new list because if you use 6 every time and you hypothetically roll things out and pull more, you can only do so many rounds with that same set of prompts. So I'm using the new list, and there are 2 prompts that I took out because they just didn't really suit me in my collection. One of them was a Franken product, and I searched through my whole collection and I don't have any. And I didn't want to rip up one of my products to create a Franken product so that I would have something if I rolled that prompt in. So I just took the prompt out, and if I ever get to a point where I do have Franken products in my collection, I'll put it back in. And then the other one was your Hogwarts house color. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, and I just, that prompt didn't seem exciting to me. So I just took those 2 out. So I am working with 98 prompts, and I am going to use the random number generator built into my graphing calculator because I can generate 6 numbers all at once with this, and I like that better than doing it one at a time. And this usually won't generate 2 numbers that are the same in the same round, if that makes any sort of sense. So I'm setting my lower to 1, my upper to 98, and my number pulled to 6. And here we go. So I got prompts 1, 54, 84, 96, 28, and 27. So let's look at those. The categories that I pulled are 1, a product in the category that you are best at panning. Number 27, a product with bad functioning packaging. 28, a product you love the color but dislike the formula, or vice versa. 54 is a product you overlooked but now love. 84 is a product that was an impulse buy, and 96 is a product with packaging that inspires you. So I am going to go comb through my collection, and I will be right back with the products that I've selected. So I'm back, and I have the products that I've selected. The first, for a product in the category that you are best at panning, I picked this CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and it is in the shade Classic Ivory, and concealer is definitely what I'm best at panning. I've used up many concealers and product pans. I think that's because I will wear concealer even if I'm not really wearing much other makeup. If I need to do a quick 5-minute face, it's concealer, set it, and then I take highlighter and I kind of brush it over my cheekbones and onto my eyelids, mascara, maybe a little brow gel, and then grab a lip gloss as I'm running out the door. That's my quick face. So I am actually a good chunk of the way through this concealer. It's still coming off the dough out of the packaging with a lot of product on it, but you can start to see scrapes on the side of it, so I don't think this will take me much time at all. I do really like this concealer, but I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it when I use it up. And it's actually, because I'm so good at panning concealer, it is the only concealer in my collection. And then now I'm at the point where I buy a concealer, and when I'm like, oh, I have a week left of this concealer, I'll get a new one. And then I'll really only have 1, maybe 2 in my collection at a time. So that's the first one. Next is a product with bad functioning packaging, and for that I picked the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. And I had one of these before. The packaging broke, and almost every single panning video I've ever seen where someone pans one of these, the packaging breaks on them because it's so thin that it snaps like right in half. And the spoolie, which is nice because then you get a really thin pencil, but then if you lose the spoolie or it like breaks in half and like completely screws up, then what you're supposed to do with that? And so that is the product that I picked for bad functioning packaging. Next is a product that you love the color but dislike the formula, or vice versa. And for that I picked the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Smoky Storm. This is a mini. I have like a set of 6 of these, and to be honest, I like some of these, the formula of some of these, and I don't like others. And what I've realized is there are some that have opaque bases and there are some that don't. So, for example, the shade the shade Plum On and the shade Kitten Karma, these both have like a shimmery metallic base and then glitter on top of that. But there are a few shades, like this one, Smoky Storm, that have like a clear or like very sheer base. And what I find with those is when I can like put it on my hand, I can actually get a pretty even application. When I'm going on my eye, it'll like clump together and the glitter won't lay like super flat. And because it's a clear base and you can kind of see the shadow underneath it, it looks really apparent because there's nothing to conceal it. It's just like straight glitter. So I'm actually hoping to use this up. All of my products thus far, my goal has been to use them up. Also, these get everywhere. Blech, covered in glitter. Next is a product that you overlooked but now love, and for that I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Spice. So in the year-long project pan that I was doing this year that I recently hit all my goals on, so I decided to just end it and let it go, I didn't have this in it, but I had the MAC Patent Polish lipstick thing in the shade Innocent, which is this like really light nude color. And what I found was it was not pretty on its own. And I was pairing it with this lip liner that was also in my project, and then I used up the lip liner. And I was like, oh crap, I don't have this other thing used up yet, and I really don't like it on its own. So I went through my collection and I swatched for dupes of the Buxom lip liner in the shade Hush Hush. And this shade Spice is like a perfect dead-on dupe for it. It's like a beautiful terracotta-y warm nude, and this shade looks really pretty on its own or with a lighter gloss or lipstick like layered over it. So I had never really used this lipstick much at all, but then after putting in that project I have fallen in love with it, and I've used so much of it. There's one that I haven't used much of. So this is what they look like originally, and then this is what mine looks like now. So as you can see, I've used a lot of product, almost half of it, and that was mainly in the last 2 or 3 months. So I think I can use this up in the next 4 months if I set my sights on it. And I also am going to be starting a lip service project pan, or my version of a lip service project pan. So what I'm thinking is I will work on this technically for this project pan, and then I'll pull in like a lighter gloss that I like, and I'll use them together, and then I'll kind of be able to work on both projects simultaneously. Next was a product that was an impulse buy, and that would be the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. So I bought on an impulse the miniature set that had the mini liquid in Opal and then the mini highlighter in Opal. Then, on an impulse, I decided to depot the mini and put it in a Z palette. Then I realized that I never used it when it was in the Z palette, so I put it in a project pan, hit pan on it, and then I kind of like forgot about it again. And so then when I used up the Becca Cream Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, I repressed Opal into this. So this isn't the standard Becca pressed like powder highlighter size. This is what the normal one looks like. This was a mini that I repressed into a cream packaging. That's a long way to say that this highlighter I've used a lot of. It's a mini size originally, and it's kind of starting to crumble around. And it was an impulse buy, so my goal is to re-hit pan on it. And I know you can kind of see pan around the edge, but I'm not going to count that. I want to like hit pan. And then last is a product with packaging that inspires you. And honestly, the only products that I could say like the packaging inspires me, aside from maybe one or two particularly beautiful lipsticks, is my eyeshadow palettes. So the one that popped into my mind when I read this prompt is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, because like there's like this shiny material that they put on it, and as you look at it, it'll flash, and her makeup is beautiful on this page. I love this palette. So my goal is to hit pan in 2 shades if possible. I'm sure I can hit pan in 1 in 4 months. I'm hoping I can hit pan in 2 shades. So we will see how that works. This palette is kind of very lightly used, so I will also enjoy this opportunity to get some more use out of it. Those are all the products that I picked for this intro round of my Project Pan. Now I am filming this intro about 2 weeks early because I am about to move. I am not bringing my whole makeup collection with me, which means I needed to pull these products so I know to pack them with me. And then when I move, I'll make sure to bring a couple products that I would like to roll in, hopefully, if I hit goals on any of my products early, and then I get to roll in new prompts. This video will still be going up on the 15th with everyone else's, but my first update will probably have a lot of progress. So I look forward to seeing everyone's videos and watching everyone's updates. Thank you to Rebecca and Alexi for creating this, and also creating the painting Discord, which I recently joined. Everyone on there is so sweet. So that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the update.